And doesn't baseball Brett call the show right away? I'm assuming to express his disgust with Mego.
I'm sorry.
Brett, good morning.
I mean, I have blonde hair. Is this bad? Bad introduction to Mego.
I know.
Good morning.
I understand. I mean, she
Mego,
said...
I've heard nothing but great things. This is bad.
Brett, may I ask a personal question?
Oh, boy. All right.
Are you of Swedish descent?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's no excuse for you.
So wait, you give the Swedes a pass?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I just assume like 90% of people from Sweden are blonde.
Right. I mean, it's weird for an entire group of the male species to gross you out because of their hair.
I didn't say gross me out. I said it's odd.
I don't think you said. Did she say
strange.
odd?
She said weird.
It's
I think
weird.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Brett has no choice in what hair color he was born with.
Well, you could dye it.
Yeah, Shime's friend buzzes it.
Well, buzz it.
Yeah.
You could do something to it.
Yeah. All right. Well, on behalf of the radio station, I apologize, Baseball Brett.
Yeah, it's okay. We're good.
What do you want your baseball team to do?
So if you look back since 2018, they have not had a winning season in the second half. So I think the Craig Breslow trade deadline is really, really important because they have not had success. Alex Cora is a great first half manager, but the only reason to be concerned is because they've had talent in the past and they have not had any success in the second half of the season. So I know Mego was talking about the trade deadline yesterday, and you guys were talking about the trade deadline from last year with Craig and how she doesn't have a lot of confidence in him. But I think this is a really important trade deadline for the Sox because I think they do have talent, and I think they could make a good postseason run. But Craig does need to add a good – I told you, I think last week, Greg, I think they need a quality starting pitcher. And I think they need a quality bullpen arm. I think those two things would really get them some momentum going into the second half and make a nice postseason run. So those would be my two ads if I had to do it.
Do they have to give up somebody like Jaron Durant to get a quality arm? They do not.
No, they still have, despite them bringing up all of their minor leaguers this year. They brought up three. They still have like a top 5, top 10 minor league system. So they still can get those. They can still get a quality pitcher and a quality relief pitcher from their surplus of minor leaguers. And if you look at a lot of the trade deadlines over the past several years, no top 100 prospects were even traded. Now, the activity at the trade deadline hasn't been crazy, but I think the Red Sox could pull off a starting pitcher and also a bullpen arm without giving up anything. The only thing you need to do is just sit Yoshida, just not play Yoshida at DH as much as they are and rotate the outfielders into the DH. And I think that solves that problem. But yeah, you can do it. You can do it pretty easily with just giving up your prospects. So that's how I would do it.
Brett, so we've been talking about this. The name that got kind of thrown around because of Bradford was Joe Ryan with the Twins. So you could get a guy like that for just prospects.
Yeah. So the reason why Joe Ryan is the popular name out there, and I have a couple other ones out there, but it's hard. So yeah, you want a guy back with term, right? So you want a guy back. Joe Ryan has 2 years after this year. He's got 2 years back at controllable cost. I'll throw out another one, Nate Eovaldi. Nate Eovaldi's got 2 years left, but he's higher price wig. So he has, I think he signed like a 3-year, $75 million before this year. But obviously Alex Cora is very comfortable with him. The Red Sox like him, but he's $25 million. So he's not going to cost you as much, right? And the Texas Rangers are kind of on the fringe of the playoffs. But someone like that who has, can thrive in Boston, someone like that who's a big game pitcher. Joe Ryan would fit right in here, but he has term left, so he is going to cost a lot. I think you can get him from prospects. That's my perspective. But there's also 15 other teams out there that are trying to do the same thing that the Red Sox are doing. So the cost is going to be high, but the cost is always high at the deadline for guys like that. For for fringe guys, like I think Greg mentioned Charlie Morton earlier, for fringe guys like that, the cost is not going to be very high. But for a guy like Joe Ryan, who is a number 2-ish pitcher and would fit right into the rotation here, yeah, the cost is going to be pretty high. But he's got 2.5 years of term left. And that's why the Red Sox should treat Jarren Duran, in retrospect, that's how the Red Sox should treat Jarren Duran. He's got 3.5 years of term left at not a lot of money. So the cost on those players should be high, just like it should be high for Joe Ryan, if that makes sense.
Rosenthal, I think, brought up Charlie Morton because he's close with Alex Cora.
Yeah, he would be like a 4-5. He got off to an awful start. He's pitching better now, but he would be like a 4-5. He would be a body. He would throw innings, and he does have a big game mentality. He has playoff experience. It would be an interesting fit. It wouldn't be my top choice, but he would serve the purpose of throwing innings. He has experience. He would fit into the clubhouse. He's an experienced guy. Yeah, it would fit the measurables that they're looking for, but it wouldn't be my first choice.
Can you get any value for moving Cassis?
I see that's funny. I think Cassis has value. I think Cassis has value, especially for a small market team. He still has 4 years of control left. He's kind of an odd guy, but he's not making any money. 4 years of control, and I think he does have value. He's coming off a pretty serious injury, but that was he'll have a full year of recovery. I think there's value there. I think that's exactly the type of creative trade that I think Craig Breslow would be looking to make. I think Craig has to be creative to improve this year's club, and I think trading someone like Cassis would have value.
All right, finally, from your perspective, longtime, lifelong Red Sox fan, am I overvaluing the importance of chemistry on a baseball team? I've been accused of that throughout the morning, Brett.
No, I don't think you are, Greg. I think this team really enjoys. I think this team really enjoys the Boston experience. I think they're winning. I think you're absolutely right. I think that does have a huge impact on the second half. I also think, and this goes back to making that trade for Rafael Devers, I think what that did is I think it gave a little bit of a runway for Alex Bregman to be Alex Bregman, and have some of his intangibles on the field and off the field. I think that plays larger in the clubhouse by getting rid of Rafael Devers. Immense talent. But I think there was a little bit of walking on eggshells. I think Jen McCaffrey just had a really good story about the impact of Alex Bregman in the clubhouse, how players go to him and see what he would do in a certain situation. And I think he keeps them on their toes, and I think that is the vibe. I think that is the chemistry he's adding to that. And a player like Alex Bregman in the second half, that's why I'm a little bit more confident in the chemistry, in the vibes going into the second half of this year compared to years past, is because a player like Alex Bregman has all of the winning intangibles to bring to this clubhouse. I think that makes a huge impact. I don't think they've had someone like that in the past. So I don't think you're overplaying the chemistry, Greg. Not at all.
Baseball, Brett.